Are you a cat magnet? Ever wonder why some people can't walk down the street without attracting a random cat? It's as if these felines can sense something special, instantly drawn to them for a pet, a treat, or just some attention. But what exactly gives these lucky humans that irresistible feline charm? And if you're not one of them, don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, we'll uncover the 10 secrets behind why some people are cat magnets and how you can boost your own feline appeal. From your scent to your style, we'll dive into the little things that can make you the next cat's favorite human. 1. Are you a cat parent? You're already VIP. If you own a cat, strange cats may be more willing to approach you. Cats prefer to scent mark their owners, usually by rubbing their heads on their ankles and releasing a pheromone fragrance from specific glands in their cheeks. This fragrance will linger on your legs long after you leave the house. Although your human companions will be unable to smell it, thank goodness, other cats will see it as a flashing neon sign. Cats scent mark both to indicate their territory and to exchange information about themselves with the larger feline community. A cat's pheromones communicate with other cats about their physical condition, emotional state, and readiness to mate. Strange cats will detect that you've been tagged by another cat and may decide to take a closer look to learn all the latest feline gossip. This is most likely to occur if you have an unneutered male cat or an unspayed female in heat. Cats may also detect that the cat who marked you was happy and content and will interpret this as evidence that you are a cat-friendly person. 2. Check your body language. Sometimes, cat-attracting abilities might be more of a curse than a blessing. People who dislike cats, or worse, have allergies, may frequently discover that anytime they pass a cat on the street or visit a cat-loving friend's home, they are immediately thrust into the unwelcome company of a fussy feline. If you're acquainted with someone like this, you might be wondering why cats appear to target them so frequently. What motivates them to pursue someone who clearly does not want them around when there are so many sad cat-loving folks who are tragically deprived of kitty cuddles? Well, the answer is body language. Humans and cats have somewhat opposing body language. Humans are very social beings, so when we want to show someone we like them, we send all of our social signals their way. We speak to them, shake hands, look them in the eyes, and lean toward them. Cats, on the other hand, evolved to live rather lonely lives before being domesticated. When they wish to show someone that they like them, they turn inward and avoid sending negative social signals. Cats who want to signal that they want to be friends will often avoid gazing them in the eye, giving them brief glances before looking away, and sitting still and at a distance. That is the same behavior that a human who dislikes cats might show while attempting to express, "Please don't come near me." Ironically, the best way to encourage cats to stay away is to be loud and approach them, and the best way to befriend an unfamiliar cat is to play hard to get. 3. What do you look like? Sometimes, the reason a weird cat approaches you is beyond your control. Cats aren't always good at identifying between humans, which is why humans frequently mix up different cats with the same fur color. If a strange cat appears to be excessively attracted to you, it's possible that something about you reminds them of a current or former owner. Maybe your hair is the same color, maybe you're wearing the same jacket as they always do, perhaps you have a comparable height and build. It is also possible that it is unrelated to your appearance. Cats are frequently more scent-oriented than vision-oriented, so if you wear the same fragrance or shower gel as their person, a cat may mistake you for them. If you're loving these tips and want more cat-tastic content, hit that subscribe button and join the Purr Voyage family. We've got tons of videos to help you and your kitty live your best lives. And hey, drop a comment below. Tell me if you are a cat magnet. I'd love to hear your stories. 4. Do you have any food? This is the most likely reason for an unknown cat to approach you, or a familiar cat for that matter. Cats can be miniature walking garbage cans, and they will frequently go the extra mile for a tasty food. If you're holding food and a cat approaches you, you can assume they want to share. This is especially true if you're consuming food that cats naturally enjoy. Obviously, the traditional candidates are meat and fish products, but cats will also go crazy for olives, which can have a similar impact on cats as catnip does. What happens if you don't eat a snack? Remember that a cat has a far greater sense of smell than you do. It's completely plausible that if you ate recently, the cat could detect it on your breath or in the crumbs on your clothes. Also, if you are the type of sucker who succumbs to emotional blackmail from odd stray cats and has previously fed them, they will most likely remember you and approach you again. Even if you didn't feed them directly, they may have noticed you feeding another feline and concluded that you are an easy target. Yes, it's humiliating, but being perceived as a soft touch is worth it if it means free kitten hugs. 5. What are you wearing? They refer to it as a catwalk for a reason. Despite not wearing clothing, cats frequently find particular fashions fascinating, though not necessarily because they appreciate the way they look. Mice and small birds tend to seem like small, rapid, and erratically moving items, which is why cats are naturally drawn to them. This explains why cats are so fascinated by toys like feather wands and laser pointers. And it's the reason you might want to check what you're wearing if you find yourself drawing a lot of cat attention. A cat may be triggered to believe that it's time for play by trailing shoelaces, loose threads, or even dangling jewelry or braids. It's highly likely that the cat following you is considering you as their new plaything if they appear to be staring at you intensely, pointing their ears forward and jumping and pouncing quickly. Cats are also likely to be drawn to shiny objects such as jewelry or clothing, particularly if there is a mirror effect or something that refracts light. This is because patterns of light on the ground can have an impact similar to that of a laser pointer's red dot. Lastly, compared to primates, cats' color vision is somewhat limited. They can see yellow and blue extremely well, but they are not particularly good at seeing red and orange since they did not evolve to consume vividly colored fruit as we did. Cats will therefore probably be more drawn to toys with these colors, as well as to persons wearing them. This is probably the cause if you start to realize that you receive a lot more cat adoration when you go out with blue jeans and a yellow raincoat. 6. What do you smell like? Speaking of smells, some are more generally adored than others, while some may draw a cat because they remind them of someone they love. The most well-known of them is catnip, which attracts many cats with its magnetic properties, but is not a particularly pleasant aroma for people. However, do you know what it is? It turns out that mint is a cousin of catnip. While many cats still adore the scent, it doesn't have the same drug-like effects as catnip. Often used in herbal drowsy teas, valerian root is so well liked by cats that it is occasionally used as a lure to capture feral or stray cats. What if we told you that there is a certain perfume that was created solely for human use, but has developed a cult following in the cat community, particularly among its larger members? Minty toothpaste and drowsy teas are one thing. Zookeepers frequently spray Calvin Klein's obsession for men around lion and tiger cages as a special treat for the big cats because it works so well for them and drives animals crazy. It was even utilized as bait in India in 2018 to assist catch a rogue tiger that was causing trouble in the region. 7. What's your garden like? Some weird cats may follow you around your house, others are only found on the street. You may want to consider your landscaping. If your garden appears to be the most popular gathering place for all the hipsters in your neighborhood, cats prefer wild settings because they are more likely to spot tasty mice and birds rustling in the undergrowth or perched in the shrubs. And because dense vegetation provides plenty of climbing options and hide-and-seek opportunities with other cats, the neighborhood cat population is more likely to notice you if your garden is a little overgrown. And who hasn't taken a few extra days to mow the lawn during a busy period at work? It is entirely up to you whether this is a drawback or an advantage. Additionally, putting food out for stray cats increases their likelihood of showing up. Although cats may not be able to speak with one another, word of food and shelter spreads quickly. So even if it starts with only one cat, it might quickly grow to a dozen. 8. Where are you? Like everyone else, cats become inquisitive when they observe someone new on their territory. Cats are renowned for being fiercely territorial, and they frequently view not just their living space, but also every item and person within it as belonging to their territory, regardless of what the locals may believe. It's likely that a cat is merely attempting to survey their territory and has spotted a new person to add to their collection. If you arrive in a new location and observe them approaching you and attempting to rub against your legs, we've all heard the saying, "Curiosity killed the cat." Cats are naturally curious, and occasionally, a new person will pique a cat's interest enough to follow them in order to learn more about them, particularly if they have a novel scent that they haven't smelled before. 9. Are you sweaty? Whether it's a hot day or a strenuous workout, sweating in public can be embarrassing. It shouldn't be. After all, we all do it. But it still makes you cringe when you notice sweat patches on your armpits. But who will not make you feel bad about your sweat? Your local kitties. We previously stated that cats enjoy smelling each other's pheromones to learn more about them, but they will also frequently sniff human pheromones to learn more about the person. These pheromones permeate your sweat. Thus, a sweaty human is more appealing to a cat. On the slightly grosser side, sweat contains salt, which cats enjoy. If you sweat a lot, cats could want to lick it off. 10. What do you sound like? Why do birds, mice, rats, and rabbits all live together? All of these animals make high-pitched squeaking sounds and are likely to be animals that your cat would hunt in the wild. Because cats have a very specific taste in food, they are very sensitive to high-pitched sounds. For this reason, kissy sounds are often a good way to get cats to come over. Cats can hear high-pitched better and like the way they sound. Cats in your neighborhood might think you sound great if you whistle, or like to walk while listening to music with lots of high notes. This might be true even if you have headphones on. Cats have very good hearing, so they might be able to hear your music even through your ears. For cats, certain sounds can also be very important, especially ones that have to do with food. You know how quickly your cat runs when they hear the can opening or the sound of a treat packet rustling? You might wake up the neighborhood cats by opening something in plastic packaging on the street. They might think you're opening a package of snacks, and they'll run as fast as they would at home.